Hi, it's Stephen DiPietro from Service Integrity Mystery Shopping. Today I want to talk about the difference between Net Promoter Score and mystery shopping. Clients sometimes come to us and say, oh my God, we're running out of budget and we're going to have to cut our mystery shopping program. We're going to move towards Net Promoter Score. That's fine, I understand it. Well, it's not really fine, it breaks my heart. I understand it, but it's very one-dimensional. So let's look at the difference between the two. Net Promoter Score is all about customer insight. It's where you ask a lot of people very broadly a very, very shallow question, which is not a shallow question, but you get shallow data. So for example, the question will be, based on the interaction you had today, would you recommend our company to your friends and family? Scale of 1 to 10. So it's a very important question, but it's very narrow, very shallow in terms of how much data you get from that. Now, the beauty of it is that you're getting information from real customers and you can collect it quite cheaply. On the mystery shopping side, however, you're getting very, very narrow sets of data from maybe one shop a month or one shop every quarter, but it's very, very deep and comprehensive vertically. So it's everything from the moment the customer walked in the door or called to the moment they exit or walk out the door. And all the little steps in between, which can be added up for all of your stores, and you can get a complete picture of where you're falling over in your customer service. That gives you operational insight. So customer insight, operational insight. Quite obviously, you need them both. We all do. I want to give you two case studies as an example of how this can work, and they're very, very different, but they get to the same point. One company is a gym. Now, what this gym has a problem with is their sales seem to be not converting as they'd like, and they've got existing customers who are leaving more than they'd like. So let's tackle first the sales. From the sales perspective, you can't ask an existing customer what they think of the sales process. In fact, you can never ask a customer what they think of a sales process because they will have their preconceived ideas, and what they think is important might not be what's important to you. So we'll use mystery shoppers to come in and call out of the blue or go online or whatever and make the inquiry, judge how quick the call is answered, how it's answered, how the call is transferred, the knowledge of the staff member, did they collect personal information, did they very critically follow up, did they make a follow-up call, because that's critical in gym membership applications and a lot of other industries. And then what happened at the close of the process. So you can measure very precisely what's happening in your sales process and see where you're falling over. On the other side with the retention, is where you'll deal with a mystery, you'll use a Net Promoter Score. So the Net Promoter Score will ask that question about, basically about would you recommend, and the customers will leave comments along the lines of dirty gym equipment, for example, perhaps bad opening hours to suit my lifestyle, staff are rude, whatever, or they might say all of those things are fantastic. But you'll get a very good picture as to what the pain points are for real customers. So the Net Promoter Score will stop the leakage out the back, and the mystery shopping program in this example will help you feed your funnel of sales in. Now, it's example one. Obviously, if you do one and not the other, you're not going to get the complete picture. Number two is an example which is a homewares company. So in this case, they're doing mystery shopping, but their budgets are tight. So the temptation is to say, well, let's leave mystery shopping. We're spending $3,000 a month. Let's move that into Net Promoter Score. Sounds like a plan, and you can do the Net Promoter Score for a fraction of the mystery shopping, or not a little fraction, still a big fraction, but still less. So what do you do with these guys? So what we're doing with these guys is we're saying, let's collect Net Promoter Scores for each individual store. Now that's actually quite tricky to do, but if you collect it for each individual store, then we can get the bottom quartile or the bottom whatever percent and mystery shop just those guys. So we'll get those stores, mystery shop them, and then find out, go very deep on those stores and find out exactly where it is that the customer service proposition is falling over. Then you can diagnose the problem and fix it to hopefully lift up those scores. So again, working with both of them, what happened in this case actually was that their cost went from $3,000 a month to $2,000 a month. So you still get a picture. It's not as detailed a picture in mystery shopping, but it's an awesome compromise because you're getting real customer information and you're getting some real diagnostic stuff. The other thing quickly about Net Promoter Score and asking customers too many questions is that customers don't often know what's important to you. So in your world, it might be really important that you do the cross-sell or the upsell for, you sell a pair of pants and you upsell a belt. From a customer's perspective, if you ask them what the service was like, their service judgment will be independent of that upsell. But for you, from a profitability perspective, it might be critical that you do the upsell. So the customer won't be able to help you gather information about some really critical operational issues. So once again, you've got apples, your Net Promoter Score, which is your customer insight, and you've got your oranges, which is your mystery shopping, which is all about operational insights. Mix the two together, you get an awesome complete picture or a complete salad. Thanks again, Stephen DiPietro. Bye-bye.